What's up, YouTube? This is Kyle, aka Fish, part of the newly formed Team Samurai or something here. Our team has actually been going through transition lately, where people have been leaving and you know this and that, this and that. So whatever, I think it's Team Samurai right now. That's not the big deal, or that's not what this video is about. This is the update on the insect deck. It is now the I call it the insect vines deck because it's kind of a mix between plants and insects. It's not a lot of plants. There's only 4 right now. I may throw in a 5th one eventually, but right now, 4. I mean, the 4 that are in here are really good for the deck. So this deck's really good now. There's a bunch of new stuff. I've added in a couple of new cards, took out a couple of cards. It's fast. It's really quick. You could probably get through this deck. I mean, usually when I play, about half the deck is gone when I'm done playing, and that's within like probably 3 or 4 turns, or even 5 turns of dueling. So you go through the deck really quickly. So this deck is a little bit bigger than most decks. 44 card deck. It will be a 45 card deck eventually once I get the last card that I need. But here's the deck for now. We got 3 Doomdozers, the main beater of the deck. I like to say this is kind of like a Blackwing deck. The deck runs very similar to Blackwing's. It's very quick. You always are summoning cards and synchroing and this and that, and this getting through your deck really quickly. The main difference between a Blackwing deck and this deck is definitely the Doomdozer. Blackwings don't have like an effect monster that's like a big beater. They have their synchros that are big beaters, and that's pretty much it. Insects have that big beater, 2800 attack and Doomdozer. All you have to do is play 2 insects from your graveyard, special summon from your hand. He's just big, like I said, really easy to get out. His effects are alright. Does battle damage, point discards the next card from the deck, so it can be a big advantage to you if you get a big card out of there like Mirror Force, or some sort of trap card, or something that they need. I got 3 Howling Insects. There you go, kind of hard to see. 3 Howling Insects. The main Searcher in the deck. It goes to search out another Howling Insect if you want to get 2 insects in the graveyard. Infernary ability, search out. Beadless Soldier you can search out. Spider, which is probably one of the main searches as well, because he's level 4. You can search out him. Level Eater if you want. That's pretty much it. Like I said, 2 main cards you usually search out is another one of him, Infernary or Spider, because Spider is level 4 and he's searchable. So it's good to get in with the Infernary Beetle. The tuner in the deck, you got 3 Infernary Beetles. Dark Tuner, if you have no cards in your hand, you can tribute him to get 2 more from your deck and add them or play them on the field. So if you have no cards, obviously the effect's really good. Thins out your deck and gets 2 of them on the field. 1200 attack, so they're not big, but they are Dark Tuners. Got 3 Beadless Soldiers, the main draw power in the deck. Tribute him and another insect, draw 2 cards. It's really nice because of Doomdozer, get 2 insects in the graveyard, draw 2 cards, hopefully get into a Doomdozer and Aztekipede, draw or play them, synchro, whatever you want to do. We got 2 Aztekipedes. I'm looking for a 3rd one right now, because I want to throw a 3rd one in there, obviously. The other main level 4 card in the deck, use the mini Doomdozer tribute, or to get rid of 1 insect from your graveyard, special summon from your hand. Same effect as Doomdozer 1900, so he's pretty big. Pretty good card. 2 Spiders. And also, like I said, level 4 is searchable with your Howling. If you destroy a defense position monster, you can special summon a level 4 lower insect type monster from your graveyard. So you can get a tuner if you happen to have the effect go off. All sorts of stuff. You got 2 Magical Merchants. This is the main dump card in the deck, basically. Flip. You pick up cards so you get a Magic and Trap card, and everything else gets thrown into the graveyard. So good way to get some insects in the graveyard. Good way to get through the deck. Get to a Magic Trap card. You got 2 Lone Fires. Like I said, this is the insect bind deck. Obviously tribute him to get a plant monster from your deck and special summon it. The main one that you want to go out first is Gigaplant. Is double summon Gigaplants plus summon an insect or plant type monster for your hand or graveyard. So he's kind of like the monster reborn in the deck. You can do it once per turn. 1 Titanial, just big. Usually what you do is you get Gigaplant on the field, double summon it, special summon another Lone Fire, and get him onto the field. So you have 2 big beaters in basically 2 turns. Got 1 Chainsaw Insight. This is one of his ultimate. He's just big. Sometimes you need something really easy to summon that's big. Level 4, 2400 attack. If it attacks a monster, your opponent draws a card. So hopefully you don't attack into a monster, but sometimes you have to get around like Brionac or some synchros that are really good. Got one Kokumaru Beetle. 1900 is another beater. The effect's alright. You can if a light dark monster spell summon, switches to defense position, so not a bad effect. But if it's destroyed, or if you don't have an insect, it's destroyed. So it kind of works with Verdant. It'll destroy itself and go to another level 4. One Plague Spreader Zombie for some extra synchroing. It's good to target with Foolish. This deck kind of revolves around a level 2 Dark Tuners. And one Level Leader. This is basically for B-list Soldier. Special summon him with a big guy on the field. Play B-list, tribute both of them, draw 2. So really nice for that. You got 3 Verdant Sanctuaries. Basically another searcher in the deck. If an insect is just face up is destroyed by effects or battle, you can take the same level insect from your deck and add to your hand. So good way to get through some stuff. 2 creature swaps. Really works well with Howling. Take one of your opponent's monsters, attack into it, get another monster on the field. Synchro if you want wit, whatever you want. One Monster Reborn, staple. Go get stuff in the graveyard. One Dark Hole, works well with Verdant. Get rid of your opponent's monsters. Got one 1-for-1 to get B-list Soldier out or Level Leader, whichever one you want. Got one Foolish Burial. That's basically a target Plague Spreader or Level Leader, depending on if you have one in your hand or if you don't or whatever. And one Burial from a different dimension to take stuff from your play and throw it back to your graveyard for another Doom Dozer if you want, or get more Aztec P's on the field. You got 3 Liar Wires. I'm going to take one of these guys out when I get to the Aztec P. That's what I'm replacing it with. But I think it's a good card. Remember, play one insect to destroy one monster on the field. 2 Regeki Breaks, basically for back row stuff, but also for monster destruction or to dump stuff from your hand, because your hand's always full when you have Verdant on the field. Dump a card from your hand, destroy a card on the field, basically. 1 Torrential, basic staple, get rid of your opponent's monsters. 1 Ultimate Offering. This is going to be a 45 card deck. When I find another one of these guys, you can pay 500 life points for an extra normal summoner set. Unfortunately, your opponent can do it too because the effects as a player. So, gotta be careful with that card. But I don't know. I might take the Ultimate Offerings out and put double summons in there. I'm not sure yet, but right now I'm gonna run Ultimate Offering and see if I get screwed with it or not. And one Return to Dimension, because you are removing a lot of insects when you feel it's kind of like the OTK card. Get all the cards back, synchro, draw if you want. And just attacking everything. On to the synchros, you got 2 Underground Arachnids, the main synchro monster in the deck. There needs a tuner, a dark tuner, and a insect card to synchro into them. That's why you have the Plague Spreader and the Infernaries, because they're level 2, and it's level 2 darks are really easy to synchro with. Really good card. You take control of one of your opponent's monsters and equip it to them. If it attacks, your opponent can't do any magic trap cards. And if that card is attacked, you take battle damage, but the equipped card is destroyed instead. You got 1 Flame Villiquistus, just a good level 6 tuner. Another Iron Train Dragon, 2500. This second strongest level 6 tuner, I think. Not a bad effect. If it attacks, your opponent discards the next 3 cards in their deck, so not bad. 1 Scrap Dragon, really good card for this deck with Level Leader and stuff. Just pop a card, pop one of opponent's cards. Stardust Dragon, just Stardust Dragon. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, because I like that card. It's big and can be synchroned too. And 1 Red Nova Dragon. Definitely possible doing this deck, so you have 4 level 2 synchro tuners in the deck, so there you go. On to the side deck, which it's not the full side deck. There's more back row destruction with my other side deck, but you got 1 Miracle Dig if you run to a remove from play deck. You do need insects in your graveyard, so just a good way to get extra ones in there. Kokumaru Beetle for extra, extra beat stickery. If you're running the Black Wings, because they're always special summoning, it's good to get that guy out and just have him sit there and all the cards go in defense position. 2 Shiny Black Seas, remove that card from play from the graveyard to stop a synchro summon, which is really nice if your opponent's really synchro heavy. 1 two Moronic Mites. Dump that card from your hand to the graveyard to take control of a fiend or zombie type monster from your opponent. When a format when Caius is used quite a bit, it's good to keep that guy side decked if your opponent is using Caius's, or Red Dragon Archfiend or whatever. 1 Mana Mosquito if you run into machines. Crossword Beetle if you run into defensive stuff. And 1 Concentrated Light, just because this deck is mostly Earth. There are 4 darks. Those are the tuners, and Love Leader, and that's the only dark cards in this deck. So it'd be really unlucky to kind of like have that. You have to be able to summon those and not be able to. But that's the deck. It runs really, like I said, really fast. I'm gonna try to put a deck like profile up here, trying to show how the deck runs. I haven't really found anyone to play that would let me videotape a bit, but like I said, the deck runs really fast, really good.